Friends, put your hands together to welcome on stage Quizmaster Big Brain.
Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. You're with me, Big Brain, here today on the fourth semi-final of YCC2020's Industry Awareness Quiz. Before we even get to the quiz and introduce our finalists to you here today, the YCC platform, which was created by Skillablers and EDC, over the last 10 days has been a fantastic platform for bringing together individuals, institutions and industry. Thousands of students from across the length and breadth of India, the Middle East, even UK have taken part. Why? We even had one contestant qualifying into our semi-finals from Britain and taking part in one of our semi-finals that you witnessed a couple of days ago. So a truly amazing platform where the power of the digital so to say, the power of the digital platform came alive and people came together to learn about what to do in the future. But here today, time for us to move on to the semi-final that we've lined up for you. We've got 3 champions identified and we're going to identify a 4th who is going to go into the mega final. But for now, a quick look at our 4 semi-finalists who made it after grueling rounds on the internet and are here today with us. Qualifying as our first finalist here today in semi-final 4 is young Harsha, and he qualifies from AIT Chikmagalur. Welcome to you, Harsha. So Harsha comes from a rather beautiful place which is more known for tourism than probably engineering, but that is the beauty of Chikmagalur. As we move on to our second contestant here today, coming in from IIT Kharagpur, we have with us Piyush Kedia, who comes in as our second finalist. Welcome, Piyush. Well, if you were at a school quiz, I probably would ask you a question about the length of the platform at Kharagpur. That's probably the most asked questions on Indian Railways. But he's from IIT KGP, a phenomenal institute in India. Neighboring him as our third finalist here today from the Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow, is Haim Maradia. Welcome to you, Haim, as our next finalist.
Thank you.
And completing our lineup here today from the evergreen Guwahati is Shubhranil, and he joins us from the Assam Engineering College. Welcome, Shubhranil.
Thank you, sir.
Those then are our 4 finalists. We're going to be playing the Industry Awareness Quiz with them. The rules of the game: your buzzers are set, plus 50 if you get it right, minus 50 if you get it wrong. The industry from which we're going to be asking you the questions will also flash on your screen. So keep an eye on that to contextualize your answer. But for now, we're going to pick action on the first frontier. We've seen our 4 finalists. It's time for us to identify one last mega finalist. Starting with the first frontier of our battle here today, it's time for what we call Industry Insight. Here it comes. All hands on the buzzer. Time for us to get started here today with the first question coming up on your screen. It's going to be from the world of retail, and here we go. The star in the logo of this brand, Piyush Kedia, is off in a flash. comes from a tattoo that the founder got as a teenager while working on a Nantucket whaling ship. Which American departmental store am I describing through this identity world of retail? Piyush from IIT Kharagpur.
Walmart.
Walmart will give you a minus 50. Well, typically the moment someone thinks of a star, they think of Walmart. The answer is the star in the Macy's logo. So that's a negative for you as we go to the next one. Careful before you all buzz. The second one from the world of media on your screen now. Indrajal comics were extremely popular at a point in time in India. Phantom came alive through these comics. Which media group in India owned Indrajal? Hem Maradia is taking a shot at it. Famous media group, go ahead.
The Times of India group.
The Times of India was actually bringing out comics. Absolutely right. You'll get a plus 50 on that from the world of Phantom to the world of the Times of India. As we go to the next one on your screen, the third one from the world of sport. Here we go. Identify this multi-million-dollar valued logo. Piyush, first off on the buzzer. Your mic is off, Piyush. You got to switch it on. Yes.
Yeah, this is by Lionel Messi.
The personal identity of Lionel Messi, plus 50. Well played, Piyush. He's recovered ground very quickly, and that is important in a quiz. As we go to the next one in this segment from the world of manufacturing on your screen now. This man has appeared on the stamps of multiple countries. He is a great engineer who gave the world something extraordinarily critical. In this quote from his life, he speaks about the use of plant oil, and Haim has gone for it. Who's this great man from the world of manufacturing?
Oh, is this Rudolf Diesel?
Rudolf Diesel, the man who gave the world the diesel engine. Haim Maradia playing well will get another 50. Well played, Haim, and that takes him to 100, if I'm not wrong on my simple arithmetic. But we'll take a look at the scores when we're back on the other side of this break. Early days, you stay here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're with me, Pick Brain, here today with four outstanding semi-finalists lining up. From Chikmangalore's Adi Chunchandgiri Institute to the Assam Engineering College, to IIT Kharagpur, to IIM Lucknow. We've got some outstanding quizzers battling in this semi-final. Early days, but we'll take a look at where they stand. Here it comes on your screen. Simple scorecard so far, but Haim Maradia with 100 from IIM Lucknow is in the lead, and I'm sure the others will catch up very quickly. As we move on to the second frontier of our battle here today, it's time to capture a few industry expressions. Here it comes. We're going to start the first one in the world of industry expressions from the automobile sector on your screen. Here it comes. It's a dark blue background of the logo, a very famous manufacturer known by designers as Pantone 294C. Colloquially, it's called the Blue Oval. Which company am I describing to you here? Shubhranil from Guwahati has gone for it. Haim Maradia behind him. Shubhranil will take a shot. Ford is absolutely right. He'll get himself a 50 from Assam Engineering College. Shubhranil doing well to get that 50. As we go to the next one from the world of fashion on your screens, identify this brand from this great personality in the world of Indian fashion. A brand is named after him. A famous fashion label. Famous for their outlets, famous for their ties, famous for their apparel. Tough one. None on the buzzer. All right, I'm going to give you the answer before we move on. For those of you watching this quiz, maybe seated in the comfort of your homes, you might have cracked this. And I'm sure the teams are going to say, oh God, we should have got this right. The answer, Satya Paul. Well, Satya Paul is such a huge name, but very few sometimes know the face behind these brands which are named after people. As we go to the next one, and we're going to go into the world of hospitality, coming up on your screen, whose identity is this? Shubhra is taking a shot at it. Go ahead.
Taj Hotels.
The Taj Group of Hotels. Well played, extremely well played. Some of the individual hotels have different identities, but he gets it absolutely right. And he comes from a city which now has a beautiful Taj. Well, Guwahati has one of the best Tajes that I would have stayed at. As we go to the next one on your screens from the world of healthcare, here it comes. It's a logo that is often explained with the following lines. The two hands that fuse seamlessly with a human form express a reassuring approach to healthcare, a constant reminder to all that patient-centric care is fundamental to our ethos. Close your eyes, visualize two hands folded. Hey Maradia, IIM Lucknow, off in a flash. Yes.
Is this Fortis Group?
The Fortis Group's logo. Beautifully played. Oh, superb answer. You really worked that out beautifully. Well, two frontiers done. We're quickly moving into the third round, and after that we'll take a break. I don't think we really need to take a look at too many things, except that at this stage we do know that Hem Maradia is still managing to hang on in the lead. He is on 150, and on 100 is Shubhra right behind him. And the others, I'm sure, will get going as we progress into the next frontier, Industry Scanner. Here it comes. On Industry Scanner, you got 4 questions. The format, of course, remains on the scoring as same, so you can quickly get up onto that scorecard if you buzz. Starting with the first one on your screen from the world of ITES. Here we go. Well, he's an important man. His name is Brian Humphreys. He heads an IT company that has been in the news, especially during the post-COVID time, because they did take some really tough decisions. Is this famous company, can't really call it an Indian company, but they do have a great amount of Indian presence. Hem Maradia is taking a shot at it. Which IT giant am I talking about? Go on, Hem.
Cognizant?
Lovely. Lovely quizzing. Hem Maradia is confident when he gets on to that buzzer, and he's playing his game well as he gets to a double 100. The next one, well, from the world of MBA institutes or management on your screen now. Sorry, from the world of engineering on your screen. Which great engineering giant started in this rather unusual, unassuming garage? Shubhra. Harsh right behind him, but he was slow.
HP.
Sorry?
HP.
I'm not able to hear you clearly. Just hold the mic a little far.
Hewlett Packard. HP.
HP Hewlett Packard. Give it to you on that one. Well answered. He's got that right, and he'll get himself a 50. The confusion can be between Apple and HP, both great garage startups. As we go to the next one now on your screen from the world of gaming, here we go. It's a famous company, and Shubhra is quick now on the buzzer. They started making playing cards. Go on.
Nintendo.
is absolutely right. He's got that absolutely right. Nintendo is a good answer. And he'll get himself another 50. If my mental math is right, I think Maradia is on 200. Shubranil is on 200. This battle's going to get tight. And I'm sure the others will also start scoring. And scoring aggressively, because otherwise time will run out in a format like this. On the next one, from the world of defense, coming up on your screen, here we go. From this man, identify a great brand. Piyush Kedia is giving it a shot. Big name in the world of defense, yes?
This is Kalashnikov who made the AK-47.
He is General Kalashnikov, who gave the world the AK-47, is absolutely right. Well, that's a brilliant answer by Piyush. He gets a 50 and he's onto that scorecard. But I tell you what, as this quiz gets tighter and tighter, they need a quick break. I need a quick break, but just about 30 seconds. On the other side, we'll tabulate the scores and show you where these four contestants are standing. But you don't go anywhere. Stay with us. I'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're witnessing the fourth semi-final at YCC 2020's Industry Awareness Quiz. 3 of them have made it to the big final, and we're going to have a fourth contestant going in there. And it looks really, really sort of fuzzy at this point in time on who will go through. Why do I make that statement? The scorecard on your screen shows you where the contestants are. On 50 is Piyush, but he's looked good in bursts. He's got to build in a little bit of consistency into that, but he's on 50. But look beyond that. Maradia is on 200. Shubranil is on 200. Both of them seem really quick and sharp on the buzzers. As we're going to progress into the next frontier of our game, it's time to play what we call Industry Monitor. Here it comes. On the buzzers, starting with the first one on your screen from the world of philanthropy. Here it comes. Take a look. Who is this? Shubranil is off in a flash. Everyone on a flash, yes?
Melinda Gates.
Perfectly well played on Melinda Gates. That's a good one for him to play out. As we're going to go into the next one, and this one is from the world of MBAs and managements. On your screen, identify the Management Institute. Named after this great man. Harsha is giving it a shot. Your mic is off, Harsha.
Sir, Tata Management.
No, not the Tata Memorial. He'll get himself a minus 50. He'll get a minus 50 on that. He's a great man from the world of business. And you would actually think way beyond India to the MIT. This is the Sloan School of Management of Business. Alfred Sloan on your screen. So tough one for our contestants. As we go to the next one on your screen, here it comes. From the world of biosciences, Shubranil. Go ahead.
Biocon.
Biocon.
This is Biocon.
Is absolutely right, and he's got that right in a flash. Biocon will give you a plus 50. As we go to the final one, he's now moving faster and ahead. Shubranil is really playing the game well. Haim requires one before we move into the final frontier of our game. Here's the final question in this round. On your screen from the world of travel, here it comes. Founded in 1965, Charlie, Piyush has gone for it, Charlie Clifford, after a stint in Peru, named the company after a Peruvian ceremonial life. It's a premium travel brand. Go ahead, Piyush.
Is this Keshwa?
He is not Keshwa. He went on the knife logic and not the bag logic. Haim, what did you have in mind? No points?
Is this Tumi?
Tumi would have been absolutely right. Well, just a fraction late on the buzzer, but we'll tell you where the contestants are standing at this point in time, where I need to take a quick break because we got to set up the final round for these four. And in the final round, we're going to go in the reverse order of scores, which means Harsh will play the game first, Shubhranil will play the game last, because it's a rapid fire. So leading into the rapid fire round, Shubhranil will get to know how much he has to chase before he plays his round. So it's going to be really interesting, but all that on the other side of this quick break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're witnessing a remarkable fourth semi-final. It just seems to be getting better with every semi-final that we keep progressing into. And it really sets up the stage for the big final that all of you are going to witness tomorrow evening here at YCC 2020, as the curtains will finally come down on what has been a phenomenal creation by Skillabelers and EDC, bringing together the youth of India to look forward and look ahead. As we move on to the final frontier, it's time for us to pick action on what we call Industry in a Minute. Here it comes. Well, we all live in a world where even 1 minute today seems to be a difficult one. We all live in times today when we don't have the time for anyone, no one has the time for us. Sometimes, ironically, we do not have the time even to upgrade our own selves. So what we've done at Greycap's Knowledge Tribe is we've created this wonderful app called 1 Minute Learning. All we seek of you is 1 minute of your time every day, where we give you lovely little information in small little nuggets. All we need you to do is to spend that 1 minute a day to improve your industry awareness, to improve your communication skills, because the more you know, the more you communicate. And of course, to have that cutting edge as you move forward in your life. But for the moment, we'll leave the app aside and come to the 1 minute that we have here with our 4 contestants. We're going to be starting with Harsha, who's going to be playing it first. Let me first explain the rules to you before we start playing. And the rules are common to the 4 contestants. 60 seconds of time in which I will ask you 4 possible questions. Plus 50 if you get it right, minus 50 if you get it wrong. The time taken by me to read the questions is included in the 60 seconds of your time. Even if you have time towards the end, you cannot go back to a question if you have passed it. But if you have passed any question, you do not get a negative for a past question. You get a negative only if you give a wrong answer. So be careful on your tactics on how you want to play your 1 minute of time. Harsh, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Else, if you're good to go, your 1 minute of learning and answering, Harsh, time starting now. Grand Vitara and Kijasi are discontinued models from which automobile company?
Pass.
Passing that. Which group owns Britannia and Go Air in India? Which
Parle.
group?
Parle.
Parle. No, is wrong. It's Vadia. Beyond the Last Blue Mountain is a book about the life of Ratan Tata or J.R.D. Tata.
J.R.D. Tata.
Is correct. Good food, good life. Which company says this and is a famous chocolate manufacturer? Good food, good life.
Cadbury's.
Minus 50 on that. He was in a hurry. It's Nestle. Good food, good life is Nestle. But he really did well to get to the final 16 of India. And we've had more than 10,000 people taking this quiz. And it's a huge number to be in the top 16. So congratulations to you, Harsh, as you sign off with the final round. As we move to our next contestant, Piyush Kedia from IIT Kharagpur. If you are ready, Piyush, we need your mic to be on. Harsh, if you could mute your mic, please. as we move on to Piyush Kedia. Him, your mic on mute as well, please. Yeah, till we come to you. If you're ready, Piyush, your time of 1 minute starting now. He's called Rich Uncle Pennybags. He's the mascot of which game?
Monopoly.
Is correct. Which fruit called grenadine is a popular syrup that is supplied from this fruit? From which fruit is grenadine, a popular syrup used also as an ingredient in cocktails? He's choosing to pass. Good to Great is a book authored by Robin Williams or Jim Collins.
Jim Collins.
Is correct. Cadillac, Opel and Vauxhall are all brands from which automobile giant? You got a lot of time to think that through. Even if you get one of them, you'll get it. Cadillac
General Motors.
is correct. Well played, Piyush. He's really played the final round well. He takes himself to 150, but he's going to be telling himself the two negatives that he took, I think he took two, are what really costs him a lot at the end of the day in a format like this. But extremely well played, Piyush Kedia from IIT KGP, or IIT Kharagpur, as the world would call it. Hem Maradia, the crucial man at this stage who has to set a target for Shubhra to chase. 1 minute of time, Hem. 60 seconds is what you have, and you will set the target. And that's the target that will be chased by Shubhra. If you are ready, are you, Hem?
Yes, sir.
Your 1 minute of time starting now. From the world of Tatas, what vehicle is named after Sumant Mulgaonkar?
Sumo.
Is correct.
Sumo.
Which bank has become the parent of Vijaya Bank and Dena Bank? Canara Bank or Bank of Baroda?
Bank of Baroda.
Correct. What does GNH stand for in the modern world? We all know what is GDP. What is GNH?
Gross national happiness.
Lovely.
Measuring.
Final one. Which Bhopal-born economist and former RBI governor authored a book called Fault Lines?
Raghuram Rajan.
Outstanding performance by Hem Maradia. He's got a cracker. 4 out of 4. 200 in the final round. From Lucknow, he's setting a stiff target for Shubhra from Guwahati. Hem Maradia from IIM Lucknow bouncing back into the lead. He's done what people would call a Dhoni in a quiz. He's got one after the other in that final round, and he's really put pressure on Shubhra, who otherwise would have looked at probably passing a couple of questions. But Shubhra will have to get 3 to win and 2 to tie. But there is pressure on Shubhra on the last 1 minute of time. As we go to Shubhra, if you are ready, we'll set up your timer on your screen for 60 seconds. Your time starting now. Alliance Air is a subsidiary of which airline in India? Alliance Air.
Pass.
Touring, Sportster, Softail, Street Rod are all top-range products from which iconic company from Milwaukee? Known
Pass.
to burn the roads. Oh, he's passed it. Cargill Foods purchased the Sunflower brand of oil from which famous company in 2012? Wipro or Godrej?
Godrej.
Minus 50 on that. It is Wipro. Final question to you. Which bank started as the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development? Which famous bank started as the International Bank? Oh, pressure telling on the young man from Guwahati. I think you were really in a hurry on the second question. Harley Davidson. Well, I said burning the roads and you didn't really hear that out. Alliance Air, being in Guwahati, you should get it, because the only airline that ever goes to Shillong is Alliance, and it's Air India. Air India subsidiary, all the small aircrafts of Air India are called Alliance Air. So I think pressure telling on him. Wipro was extremely popular for being in the sunflower business. They also make Santur. So all of these were popular brands, but I tell you what, holding on to his nerves and really playing out the game well in the final frontier, the final scorecard is a fascinating story of how semi-final 4 has gone. Here it comes on your screen. Finishing the quiz with a very credible 150 is Piyush Kedia from IIT Kharagpur. In another semi-final, he certainly would have done well. Suddenly, it looks like all the Avengers assembled in the 4th semi-final. Well, it suddenly became a high-pitched semi-final for us to handle. Superb 4 contestants. Shubhra Neel will be telling himself on another day, on a calmer afternoon, I would have nailed this quiz. But all the way from Guwahati, he's done superbly well from Assam Engineering College to finish runner-up with 250. Going into the big final as our final qualifier with an outstanding score of 400, of which he scored a 200 on 200. The only man to do that so far in this quiz format, Hem Maradia from IIM Lucknow, our champion. Congratulations, Hem, as we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow in the big final as you take on 2 other gentlemen and 1 young lady from Kerala who have all qualified into the big final. But all of that in that big final as we celebrate Independence Day tomorrow. But all of that will wait till tomorrow. For now, from me, Pick Brain, from all of us here at YCC, from Skillablers, from EDC, and from 1 Minute Learning, it's been an absolute delight bringing you all these semi-finals. But remember, same time tomorrow, the big final. The question that remains, who will be the national champion? Well, technically can't say national champion because you had someone from Britain. But nonetheless, who will be the big champion? All of that tomorrow. Till then, from me, Pick Brain, thank you so much for watching. Good evening and goodbye.